Well, I'm starting out on my shed hunt. It's around about 10 after 8, Cranbrook time. I see lots of tracks here. That's where they've been jumping the fence. They're headed up that side hill up there. Anyways, it's January 3rd, 2013. And I'm going to take a little stroll around here and see what I can see. At least when I come back later on, if there's nothing here, what I can do is to know where these tracks are going and that, you know, the majority of them, and then go up this side hill and look for sheds. Might find something up there, you know, once the snow's gone. Anyways, I'll continue on up through this old road here and see what's up further up in here, where I found 7 whitetail sheds in the timber about a half a kilometer up here, so we'll see what happens. Found them in the timber there about 2 years ago. I'm back in the edge of the timber where I found those sheds a couple years ago, those whitetail sheds. The snow's about probably 8 inches deep. There's a pile of scratching here for food from the hoofs of the deer, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to get back into that timber right there. I'm right at the edge now. Only about maybe 200 yards from where I found my first 4-point shed 2 years ago. That's a whitetail shed, so I'll see what goes in here. It's about mine is 5 outside, and it's cloudy. 2013, Thursday the 3rd of January. Some more scratching here from whitetail. You can see the grass, the snow's uprooted, it's turned over, you know, and the deer's been feeding on this grass here. Some fir boughs that fell down here, still needles on them, and the deer's been feeding on that. You know, wind blew down a branch. This place is just riddled with white-tailed deer tracks all over the place. But no sheds. You can see there's lots of tracks here at the base of this here fir tree. It's bent over from the snow, and they've been standing on their hind legs here, nibbling at the needles in the old man's beard. They've stripped it right clean, right from the bottom, but no antlers underneath it. And there's leaves, or the needles I should say, that they couldn't get at up higher, but they've stripped all the bottom off. And there's a bed from one right there, a whitetail. There's a few more beds. There's one bed. There's 2 beds. And there's a couple more there side by side. And there's another bed there. About 5 beds in here, right next to that fir tree that's bent over. but no sheds. Anyways, I'll continue on through the timber here and see what I can find. There's some more beds. I've come across about 4 more beds here in the snow, just at the edge of the timber line. There's another bed there. Another bed there. Most of these tracks from out in the slash here, they all are funneling into where I found those 7 whitetail sheds 2 years ago. You can see all the tracks going in through here. You know, there's quite a number, and it's right flat through here. So I'm just starting to approach where I found my first shed a couple years ago, so I'll see what happens in here. It's really weird, you know, that the white-tailed deer don't touch any smaller stuff. Like these small fir trees here that got snow on them. They haven't even been touched from a deer. There's another one there and another one there. There's lots of them through here and they don't touch them. And I've been told by Big G on the hunting farm that they like a tree for some reason that's been knocked over from snow or windfall, and it has time to age the needles, and that's the one that they'll pick on. That, you know, the needles off a tree that's been down and the needles have seasoned for a week or two. You know, that's his opinion. So, you know, it tells that he's telling the truth, because that other one that was knocked over from the snow has been aged. They've eaten all the needles off what they can get at from a fir tree. But none of these firs have been touched. There's lots more over there. Anyways, I'm going to keep following this good run of deer tracks through here. There's a good run here, and there's another set over about 10 feet over there. Lots of deer tracks, and there's also deer scats there, and they've walked around here. They've come right to this here spruce tree here. I'm sure it's a spruce. No, it's not a spruce, it's a fir. Yeah, it's a fir tree, and they've stopped here and circled it, and they might have done a little bit of nibbling, but not much, because the snow's gone off these lower limbs here. But there isn't very much taken off them. There's a little bit, but not a heck of a lot. There's a few more nibbles on this side. Anyways, continue on up through this timber. See, here's that same runway. There's a few deer on it. I'm in the timber here, and here's another fir tree that's bent over from snow over the years or whatever, or this year. And you can see all the limbs on the lower side with the needles. They're all stripped clean, just like a skeleton, where they can reach with their standing up on their hind legs. But you look up top and it's full of fir needles up higher. Yeah, so they like something that's being aged, for sure. The needles, I think, you know, why would these be eaten on the lower side and not the smaller fir trees that are standing and low for the deer to eat? I can't wait till I find my my first shed. It doesn't matter what it is, whitetail, they are an elk. I can't wait till I find my first one in 2013. I'm out a heck of a lot earlier than I was last year. But I don't care if I find any sheds, really, because I'm getting my exercise. And that's good. At my age, you got to do your exercise, or else you get fat and then you don't do nothing, you get lazy. Another fir tree that's a blow down here. There's still a few needles left on it, but very little, and they've stripped it right clean, as you can see. It's interesting to know that a lot of the white-tailed deer diet, their food supply, their habitat depends on blow-down trees from, fir trees and old man's beard in the wintertime, along with grass that they graze on. So whitetail do browse in the winter because these needles on this fir tree are browsing habitat. I've been about an hour, well, it's been exactly an hour on my shed hunt. I'm in the timber. There's about 5 inches of snow in here. I've climbed up an elevation, and there's just as much sign higher up as there is lower down. I haven't got too much further. I'm going to head up through here somewhere. Maybe that way. There's some beds there. There's some bed here with a big track in it. So I'll continue to head on up to the top here and see if I can see anything. I haven't seen a deer yet this morning, but the tracks in here tell me that they're here. Guess they're bedded down this time of day, resting and chewing their cud.